Kathleen McNamara, welcoming you into the vibration of the Most High in a magnificent way. And so what are you doing here? Good morning to you. What are you doing here? Think about that. What are you doing here in the way of meditation service? And what are you doing here on the planet? What you're doing here at the way of meditation service is you're striking the mystic chord of memory with your intention to wake up to your glorious nature. That on a subconscious level, you know way more than what you know on a conscious level. And you're teasing the subconscious and the unconscious into consciousness through your spiritual work on two levels. One, as you sit with reverence, you sit with attention, you sit with intention, and you start to have insight and revelation through the sacred practice. Then the unconscious material that's been unresolved, unhealed, things that you might call trauma in your life, they begin to surface. They're energy, thought forms that have become emotions, so that you may embrace without resistance, without suppression, without repression, so that they can be redeemed. Redemption means that an energy that is never created or destroyed is redeemed, it's embraced and taken to a higher level. So you're in the process of self-redemption as you are practicing the art and the science of meditation. Also, what may not be conscious to you may be, first of all, on a subconscious level. Your heart is beating, your kidneys are working, there's all manner of things going on a subconscious level that you don't have any conscious participation in to that degree. But on a subconscious and unconscious level, there's so much brilliance and luminosity about you. And you do know where you see it? You see it when you become inspired by someone else and you fall in love with someone and you see the beauty in someone and you just become so mesmerized. Well, that you're looking at is you. You are projecting your part of you that you haven't totally embraced, and you're projecting it onto that individual, that celebrity, that brilliant individual. That individual is doing great and mighty things. We don't deny that at all. But that which is unconscious and sometimes subconscious with you, you project all of that brilliance out there on that wonderful piece of art that you're looking at. But that's you. You can only see yourself. So on an unconscious level, as we're practicing the art and science of meditation, there's a wonderful back and forth give and take, so to speak, between the healing, that which is unconscious, and then that which is revealing, that which is the great good that's within you that you haven't embodied or accepted for yourself yet. You may want to check yourself out and see where you have like self-effacing habits. Someone gives you a compliment or projects a lot of love at you or something, and you kind of, oh, no, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve all this good. Whatever the case may be, just notice where you might be inhibiting or pushing away the good that individual is reflecting back to you, which is the good of God trying to come through and as you. So as we sit, there's both of these things happening. So what does that mean? Some days you're sitting and it feels like nothing's going on. It feels like, oh, this is a bad meditation. Oh my God, my mind was going crazy. My emotions were all up. The sensations in my body, I was fidgeting. It was terrible. No. It simply means that unconscious material is coming to the surface, sometimes coming through the body, sometimes coming through the emotional body, sometimes coming through the mental body, or one or the other subtle bodies, and it feels like a bad meditation. But in fact, what's happening is that something is surfacing so that you can embrace and redeem that energy if you continue to sit with a degree of reverence. Sometimes you'll say, oh my God, that sitting was fantastic. the sense of coherence and the sense of insight and revelation, the sense of wholeness and wellness and well-being connection was just at an all-time high. Well, that was a moment in which you began to peel away the layers and begin to see, not with eyes, begin to hear, not with ears, your real nature and being that has become more conscious and through continued reverential practice becomes integrated and embodied. So that in your meditation practice, you will walk, releasing that which is not the real you, the essential you, that which is transitory, and the embracing and the acceptance of that which you truly are. And so some days it'll feel, magnificent. Some days it'll feel like, why am I sitting here? But all of that is a part of the practice. So consistency in this area of your life is important. Consistency in other areas of your life may mean stagnation. You may be consistently worrying. You may be consistently doubting, consistently in fear. I've said over the years, it's not that a practice makes perfect, it's the practice of perfection that makes perfect, because some people have practiced worry and doubt and fear and anxiousness and anxiety, that has become their fallback habit. And they just see themselves as a worrier. They just have a certain fallback mood. They just wake up in that mood. It's become so entrenched that they have to kind of shock themselves out of it and allow for the joy and the love and the harmony to come forward even when there's no reason for it. That's when you know you're entering into certain states of enlightenment, when you have a level of joy, level of peace, and there's no physical reason to even have it. It might even be reasons to not have it. But that means that your set point around your true nature in being has become, you're more integrated with it so that you can hold that space. So all of this that I'm saying to you, just for you to watch yourself. Now remember what happens when you watch yourself. Scientifically, when we speak about the observer effect, in quantum reality, and under scientific conditions even, it is said that whatever it is you observe changes on a subatomic level just based on your observation only. So it is true, according to certain experiments, that a watched pot does boil slower. That if you sit around waiting for your water to boil, it will burn a little bit, it'll come to boil a little bit slower, just infinitesimally, if you just leave the pot alone, according to certain research. So whatever that's if you're watching and you're having a little resistance, I wanted to hurry up and boil, okay? So whatever you watch is changing on a subatomic level. We want you to watch yourself, but not with anxiety or anxiousness, I want to hurry up and grow. You watch yourself with a reverential, loving attention so that whatever comes up, you embrace redemption. Whatever comes up in terms of, I projected that onto somebody. But it's really me. Oh my God, there's brilliance here. I may not be able to do exactly what that individual is doing because that's their thing. But the excellence I see in them, there's excellence here. You observe yourself and you notice where you are on any given moment. Am I releasing toxins and I have the ability to not repress, suppress, but embrace? Am I embracing more luminosity? And as you are watching yourself, the onlooker, the watcher, the observer part of you, which is pure awareness because you're not the body, you begin to live in that space more and more and more. So you get to walk in this world as a reverential observer, which means you're changing the fabric of the transitory reality, and your attention is now a blessing. Can you imagine we flood the world with practitioners of this truth, and they're actually waking up looking for beauty, looking for love, looking for abundance and joy, knowing that they're really projecting it from the depths of their being and observing it? We can radically change the transitory world that is coagulated thought forms of beliefs and perceptions, and in many cases, beliefs and perceptions about lack, limitation, scarcity, not enoughness, disease, things that have become normalized in human beings' consciousness. We want to normalize a vigorous faith and a conviction that there's only one power, only one. You can call it love. You can call it God. You can call it love, beauty, intelligence. But call it forth as the activity of your awareness through reverential practice on a daily basis, even if it's for a couple of moments every single day, until you fall in love with your practice and become a disciple, just as a musician would fall in love with the music and the instrument. You hear about musicians, they love their saxophone, they love their keyboard, they love their drum sets, then they love the music that comes from it. You'll fall in love with your practice and the music of your soul. You'll love it. Let's sit. You'll be surrounded by the Soak technology. These are real frequencies. It's not binaural beats. They're real frequencies of healing and coherence around the elimination of depression, and move more into expression rather than depression, and make yourself more available to the feeling tone of connection and coherence to your higher self. Let's practice. Let's take our shoulders and bring them to the ears. Squeeze every aspect of your body, even your face and scalp. Release. So you practice the opposite, so you know what relaxation is. My face is smiling. I invite yours to do the same, even if it's slight. The slightest smile releases tonic chemicals, amplifying and balancing your immune system, slowing down the aging process, allowing the alkalization of the body. Slight smile. This takes and tap the space between the eyebrows just as an activation of seeing without the physical eye. Hands facing upward, thumb and forefinger touching. This mudra has different meanings. We're allowing it this morning. We're being aware that it means the transcendence of merely ego perception. And that you are aware of that space between the eyes. You're also aware of that space in your heart space. You can just touch your chest a little bit and just tap. The heart chakra, activated unconditional love. And we establish ourselves as intentional beings. We embrace our intention to wake up to our glorious nature, to redeem the energies that may be downwardly spiraling towards self-effacement or unworthiness, to embrace and to transmute them, that they spin and expand into an awareness of self-love and appreciation. that all the projection that we have towards beauty and excellence outside of ourselves, we embrace with this intention and say, I am that as well. We're intending to wake up. Now, what's looking at the intention is our attention. We're conscious. We're conscious we have an intention. We're conscious that the body's breathing. We're conscious that the body is in our field of awareness. We're aware of our intention. We're aware that the body's breathing presently. Oh my God, we're waking up today. We're aware of lowly listening. That is the ability to hear the inaudible. We're aware of right seeing, seeing the invisible through our consciousness. That which created the ears, that which created the eyes, we're activating those faculties of our consciousness. That we may catch the music of the spheres, wisdom and guidance in a language in a way that we can understand as we sit for the very first time. We enter into this moment of sacred silence, sitting for the very first time. Listen with your entire being. As the frequency is turned up a little bit, many of you have sent in testimonies regarding your feeling tone of coherence around a sense of peace. Coherence around the elimination of anxiety. This is just an assist. Some people will do anything for a blessing. So I receive the blessing from the multitudes. That should bring a smile to your face. If drift has occurred, oh, just bring your attention back to a reverential alertness, a reverential attentiveness to your intention, observing the breath, observing the mind chatter, the emotional body, the physical body, just observing without resistance, without repression, without suppression, so that you can redeem the thought forms of trauma, embrace the insights of the revelation of the luminosity and the brilliance of your very being. Whatever cycle you may be in, it's all good. right now? Who are you right now? You are pure awareness. You're right here, you're right now, in total observation of the body, the mental body, the emotional body. You're aware of any insights. And with every breath, you're here, you're now, you're present. Feeling into the vibration and the frequency that we're surrounded by as an acknowledgement of the whole soul frequency of the presence of God we're always surrounded by. The frequency of love and of peace and of harmony and wholeness, wellness and well-being, divine love and pure beauty, transformational knowledge, creative intelligence, unconditional love. Oh, we lift our attention into the realm of gratitude, thanksgiving, and dynamic appreciation for life itself. We allow ourselves to be so grateful that we're alive, that we exist at all. And in this moment of pure gratitude for merely our existence, oh, the universal presence by law pours more through us because we are not blocking it. And more good flows through us in ways beyond our wildest imaginings. We're grateful. In this moment of pure recognition of the power and the presence and the love of God. Not a man in the sky, but a presence that is never in absence. We feel our sacred unity, one with the only power that there is. And from this consciousness of oneness, the word is spoken. Not only naming these precious moments together this morning, moments of insight, revelation, healing, activation of wellness and well-being, harmonizing prosperity, and more than we can even mentally comprehend. But for the rest of the day and the rest of the week, something is being set in motion right now. Something wonderful is trying to emerge, and we're letting it. We're looking inward to it, forward to it, everywhere to it. It's happening now. All needs met. Everything working together for our good. We feel it in our bones. This is a great day of reverence and worship and celebration and loving intentionality. We give thanks for this, and we allow it to be so. And so it is, even now, especially now. Amen. So be it. As you slowly open your eyes, just feeling that you're being soaked in a reverence the intentionality of the spiritual practitioners who are holding the high watch online with you right now, holding all of us in prayer. The intentionality that you're carrying yourself in your own heart, and the sacred music we're surrounded by. Thank you for showing up for yourself. This is an opportunity for you to jump into the law of circulation and show up for your own stabilized prosperity and for the stewardship and the support of your spiritual community, that we may continue to do what we're called to do as people who have been here for many years and some who have gone on, have established a vibrational place through their giving that you may be here today. You and your giving are doing the same thing. You are creating a dynamic structure for the work we get to do, not only for yourself in the present, but for those who will be coming after you. Thank you in advance for your generosity. We turn within in this moment and we give. What do we give? We give thanks. We give thanks for anything that we have to give, knowing that it all comes from the presence. Our life, we did not create ourselves. Our life is a gift from the presence of itself. And we are here to give. We're here to share, to shine, to radiate. We give to live until we live to give. We bless our gift this morning. We dedicate it to the knowing of truth that makes us free. We bless this spiritual community and all of its programs, evolutionary collaborations, ministries, staff, equipment, and all the ways that we get to serve in this world, and we allow it to be so. And so it is. As you are preparing your offering in this moment, for those of you who are veterans to this, you know exactly what to do. You may begin your giving process now. Some of you are doing it systematically, consistently, and automatically through our auto tithe program. God bless you. Thank you so much for that. Some of you are doing that on the text to donate program, and you've set the text to donate to give regularly. Some of you are giving once a week. Some of you are giving every other week. Some of you are giving once a month. You just set it automatically. You just set, forget, but you never forget the presence. Thank you. Now, for everyone else, let me tell you what you do. You're watching us on YouTube. You're watching us wherever you're watching us, website. If you want, you can take your phone and you can text the word give. Just text the word give to 424-321-6243. 421-321-6243. You choose the amount you want to give and the regularity of your gift. You can do that right now. If you want to go to our website, if you're not already on there, agapelive.com, right on the banner there's a place for you to donate. You can donate right on our website. You can also obviously look to see the other wonderful things that are happening in our community that Reverend Julie will remind you of in a moment. You can mail it in. People love snail. We don't call it snail mail. We call it right on time mail. So you can mail it in. I love the letters and the notes and the testimonies. 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. Just make out your checks, your money orders to Agape International. Mail yours in right away. And what else? You're on Facebook? There's a donation button there. So those are the ways that you can begin to give. Don't hesitate, because the ego will start giving you reasons why not to do it. Oh, I don't know if I should do it. I got to do this. No. Become a consistent giver and watch what shows up in your life. Okay? Do so now. Reverend Julie?
Good morning. You can go to agapelive.com for more details about any of the items mentioned, and all times are Pacific Daylight Time. You may still register for Mystical Heart, Mystical Calling, Mystical You. Awaken the mystical chord of divine memory within you, activate the mystical identity in your heart, and animate your full spiritual potential in this 8-week class, which meets Thursdays at 6 p.m., taught by our very own master teacher, modern-day mystic, Reverend Dr. Coco Stewart. This is a required class for the practitioner path, and prerequisites are required. Elevate your mental, emotional, and physical states and shift into vibrational alignment with Soak Sound Frequency Therapy, a healing protocol that pairs positive affirmations with specific sound frequencies to provide energetic and cellular alignment. The Soak protocol is clinically proven to improve your health, boost your mood, help you sleep, and reduce anxiety and depression. When you sign up for the premium membership level, you'll get 70% discount off of your first month, plus access to Reverend Michael's new 21-day program, The Art of Letting Go, by using the code AGAPE70, that's 70. The cost for you will be $11 plus change. Go to Soak, that's SOAAK.com, click on Premium Membership, and enter the code AGAPE70. I've been playing this in the car rides to and from school with my son, and it just sets such a beautiful tone. I know you'll enjoy it. Teen Agape meets online at 11:15 a.m. Click the Teen Agape banner on our website to register. We've got preteens ages 9 to 13 meeting at 2 o'clock. Children ages 3 to 8 meet at 3:30. Both are live on Zoom with music, singing, and more. To join and get your Agape Youth Fun Packs, email revleon@agapelive.com. The Crisis Support Clinic is open Mondays from 4 to 6 p.m. To receive Zoom information details for your first come, first serve appointment, email crisissupport@agapelive.com. If you make an appointment, be sure to keep it to receive the full benefit of your commitment. And each of these groups are offered on a love offering basis. Remember, Monday through Saturday, we've got you. Prayer is at 8 a.m. and meditation is at noon, so we'll see you at Agape's Facebook page. Agape Spiritual Community Gatherings. These are every Friday at 5:30 p.m. Connect in community for an enriching, inspiring gathering led by our practitioners and ministers. Email scg@agapelive.com for the deets. Odyssey, Agape's young adult ministry for those ages 20 to 35, invites you to join this Friday, October 29th at 7 p.m. Click on the banner on our website to join, and you can contact Rev Arlene at agapelive.com with any questions. And save the date for an upcoming class, The Roots of Agape, with Reverend Cynthia Ambries. Take a transformational journey through the minds of New Thought luminaries, explore the lives of Reverend Michael's influencers and contemporaries, and expand in the understanding of the core of Agape's unique teachings. This class meets 5 Tuesdays, beginning November 18th at 6 p.m. It's open to all and is a required class for the practitioner pathway. You will love Reverend Cynthia. She's wonderful and wise. Dance with the Rev, finally for today. Get your endorphins flowing, shift your mood. Show us your moves in a 1-minute video dancing during with the Rev on his Sunday service, uploaded on the banner on our website, and you may see yourself hashtag Dance with the Rev on social media and on Sundays. We've got so many opportunities for you to deepen yourself and blossom in your own life. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, Reverend Julie. So you have all of those wonderful things to look forward to that will enhance your spiritual practice. The morning prayer, the morning meditation, the Friday evening community gatherings, the wonderful classes. These are all ways that you get to stabilize the insights that occur when you are attending one of the 3 or all of the 3 services on a particular Sunday. So the idea is you come to Agape not to get high, but to get free. So when you have those high moments, you want to stabilize those moments so that they become your new set point. How do you do that? You take the classes. You show up for prayer in the morning. You show up for meditation. You practice until you actually change for the better. We love you unconditionally, exactly how you are now. However, we're embracing a great unfoldment. We love a seed exactly as it is, but we love it when it flowers as well. So we want you to flower. And so as you are flowering in your ability and willingness to be a giver, a generous being, we turn within and we give thanks that the floodgates are open wide for generosity from the depth of our own being and our own heart. We embrace the gifts that are coming into Agape right now, that's stabilizing and creating a blissful infrastructure that we may continue to be a great harbinger of peace and an anchor point for the blessed community, the beloved community, and the golden age of humanity. We accept this now as a dimension of our mission as Agape, and we allow it to be so, giving thanks that it's fully fueled and funded by God through all of these beings tuning in right now. And so it is. Amen. Thank you so much for your generosity. If you desire, you can stand up right there in your boxer shorts, your robe. You know, some of you have sent me letters and saying that you actually wake up and get dressed up, you know, as if you're actually coming here and watch the service with your family, just as a kind of a reverential respect for being in the spiritual community. I love that. But even if you're not dressed up and you're in your boxer shorts or your husband's boxer shorts or your underwear, it's all good. Stand up and let's listen to this lyric and sing a verse.
Return to me.
Always returning.
Return.
With every breath, we are returning to ourselves.
With every breath, return.
End and begin.
End and begin with me.
Oh, with every breath.
With every breath, return.
Now listen to or sing along with the Agape ensemble. Feel the power of this. Oh, turn that up. Let them hear this.
Return to me with every breath. Return and begin with me.
With every breath.
With every breath, return.
Oh, standing upon the tiptoe of the nowness of this moment, we peer over into the very promised land of our own being, and we see that all is well. We bless our breath, that it becomes a living talisman for remembrance. And every time we remember that we're breathing, it is a reminder to return to our essential and real self, freeing ourselves from fear and anxiety and anxiousness, and freeing ourselves to be more of our greater yet to be. And it's happening right now. And for this,